Moving on to the last district to be elected today, Tuscola County District 2. Again, remember, we're going to hear from two candidates, Jonathan Finley, the incumbent, and Amanda Langmaid, the challenger. Mr. Lounsbury is respectfully asking that you cast a vote for one of these other two individuals. So first up, the incumbent in Tuscola County District 2, Jonathan Finley.
Thanks, Jason, and thanks for everyone for coming. I was born and raised in the Carroll area and briefly left for college in northern Michigan where I studied aviation and marketing. I was blessed to be able to return to my roots and my first love of farming with my family. I married my beautiful wife, Carrie. We have 4 kids, Madison, Logan, Austin, and Sierra, and 3 of them are right here. If you guys want to wave. As a child, I remember my grandpa telling stories from the 30s about how electrical workers used horses to pull spools of electric wire through the fields. A couple days later, the poles were delivered, installed, and within a couple of weeks, they had electricity. I was fascinated by his stories, and I'm fascinated today by how far we've come and what we've been able to accomplish. As we reflect on the past and where power distribution started, we can see by comparison exactly how far technology has advanced in the last 80 years. Today, instead of horses, we were talking about community solar, and even drones that can fly a line to see where the breaks are after a storm. We have always faced the issue of decayed and dying trees that create hazards and outages. It remains to be one of our biggest threats to interrupted electrical supply. While trimming and cutting trees is the best option, and one that we as a board have supported for years, some other technologies have emerged. Today we have the opportunity to use drones to take pictures without having to physically walk every line after a storm. Infrared technology can be used to tell us what trees are dead, which ones are alive, and with computer software, we will be able to tell what trees pose a risk to our lines. The political red tape that we deal with today can also threaten to slow down progress and increase the cost of providing quality service. But with renewable energy and having to provide a certain % of our power from them, we've been able to look at options that may have not been feasible before. Some of them include the community solar, where you, the member, could be more involved. We recently updated our policy on members building renewables and selling that power back to TEC. With these and other new technologies, we are really able to work smarter and not harder. The board has approved the use of iPads for our guys in the field. Instead of carrying around paper maps that could easily be out of date and bulky, they can utilize technology that allows them to have updated information in real time. My experience thus far has included serving as a board member from the Tuscola County Farm Bureau for 8 years. 2 of those years I was president. I've also obtained my certification for the National Rural Electric Cooperative Association Director Training. The knowledge I have gained from these experiences allow me to better communicate and help with the flow of meetings. It has also built me to be a better team player and being open to new ideas. The bottom line is that I'm a family man. I grew up here, I'm raising my family here, and I also want the benefit of affordable and reliable electricity. I have this experience needed to take on both existing challenges and new challenges that we continue to face. Thank you for your time and your consideration. It's been an honor to serve you as your director this past term, and I hope to continue serving you, my friends, neighbors, and fellow members. Thank you.
Thanks, John. And now the challenger in Tuscola County District 2, Amanda Langmaid.
Hi everyone, my name is Amanda Langmaid. I know I met quite a few of you today as I was walking around shaking hands, so I want to say thank you first. Letting me introduce myself to you this morning. I was born in Carroll and raised, and now I've moved to Unionville where I raise my children. They attend Unionville sibling schools. So there I'm very involved in the school district, different community events. While I lived in Carroll though, I was part of the Carroll City Council for 8 years. So accomplished a few different challenging things. We went from a village to a city there, along with different managers we've had to experience, along with, I was involved in the park and recreation, so I brought in the pump, pass, and kick for 2 years, so I was involved in that. I was a part of the personnel committee and the finance committee, so I have been experienced with all those different challenges with unions and employees, different finances. So my goal here is to just help the board be economical, make energy efficient for everybody, make it affordable for everybody. I know we have a lot of different challenges. Some people are farmers, some people are just ordinary citizens. So we need to make sure that we're reaching out to everybody and making sure that everything is taken care of for every different person. Communication is going to be a big thing of why I'm on the board. Making sure that everybody is involved. I see a lot of empty seats out here today. I'd love to make sure that those are all filled with members and get them all involved in our community and a part of our co-op, and just kind of get everyone's opinion and see how we can help everybody in this community, in this co-op, and make it big and exciting. So I ask for your vote today, and if you guys ever have any questions, concerns, I would be happy to take that on and take that back to the board and make sure that everything gets fixed for you. Thank you.
Thanks, Amanda, and thanks to all the candidates who came here today and talked to you. Can we give them a warm round of applause?